Okay, we are in Houston, British Columbia. And yes, Charlene, this is still bigger than Texas. Unbelievable how far we've been driving, and it feels like you're getting nowhere. Anyway, like I explained in the video, we had a little problem with our water heater, and I'll post that here. And what it was is last night we were at Kassan Campground, British Columbia still, and the girls needed to take a shower. We just got done doing the dishes. We had hot water, and it was because the girls were stinking real bad, so we had to make sure they got a shower last night and get going. And I was doing some stuff outside, popped open a beer and stuff, and I saw something like plastic burning. Couldn't figure out what it was. I didn't want to alert all the girls, you know how panicky they get. So I started checking out my wiring I did for the solar. Everything was fine there. Our surge suppressor that I installed, checked that out. Everything's fine. Everything's working great. And I kept looking, and I opened the front compartment where Mary's storing all the snacks, the popcorn, the gummy bears, all the crap that they eat on the road. And a little bit of smoke came out. And of course, again, it smelled like plastic was burning. So I'm checking. It's like, what the hell is going on here? I don't see smoke coming from everything. And then Mary all of a sudden says, hey, you know, the power tripped. So I went back outside, and the breaker tripped on the pole outside. So I said, I'll wait and start checking it out. So, okay, here's what I found. This is the element cap, burned through. There's the wires to the element. I wanted to see if I can just rewire, but obviously the insulator's gone. And what I found out is that none of these wires are tight. They're all loose, so they must have been arcing for quite a while. Guess it goes to show you need to check everything out. And that's in the video that you saw, was that the water heater wires burned through, and the wires all loose. So obviously going down the Alcan and everything else, they were already loose obviously when we bought the thing, and they kept arcing, and eventually they just burned themselves out. So couldn't do anything at Kassan. There was no RV dealerships. There were RV dealerships in the area, but no service departments. So we're calling around. We called Grand Design up to see who was local, and we had to go on the website and eventually find an RV dealership a little ways away from here. Of course, they're just a dealership. They're not a service department. So they said, hey, our service department is in Houston, British Columbia, which it's not very far, maybe another 40-50 kilometers away from their RV dealership. So we headed here. It's a big town. Doesn't seem big, but it's pretty big. Pulled into the dealership, got the parts, and got a spare element also in case it happens again. And so I hooked it up. They didn't have a new wiring harness because you saw that the wires were all burnt through. So I would have taken panels off in the crawl space in the basement, wired the whole thing. Well, they didn't have a wiring harness, just the elements. So what I had to do is pull a little MacGyver here and temporarily just kind of splice some wires together there. As you can see, I had to bend the metal out a little bit of my blood there. So, like I said, I had to bend the metal out, get a pair of channel locks in there, and use a screwdriver on the channel locks and kind of slowly turn the element out, because I don't have a socket that big that would take that. And then just hooked up some new ends on there, and got it working again. Of course, you know, it's propane also, but unfortunately these propane water heaters, you have to have electricity running to them for the igniter. So when the element burned out, the wires burned out, you can't use propane. So now that it's working, we got propane and electric together. So all's good. Like I said, we're enjoying the now. I got it right that time. So we're enjoying the now. I mean, this place here, I don't remember the name of it because it was a last second thing that Mary looked up online. It wasn't cheap. It's kind of like a stationary, a lot of mobile homes here, a lot of RVs in the other section. Real nice and quiet. The girls are down doing the laundry right now. I think mainly they're doing laundry because yesterday during the travels, when we were heading to the Kasan down the Cassiar Highway, they were all kind of relaxing, of course, eating their crap again. And when that happened, I was doing about 100 clicks, came up and over hill, took a turn to the right, and had to do a brake check because there was probably a 400 or 500 pound black bear sitting in the middle of the road, and had to slam on the brakes or we would hit it. We went eye to eye. I won. He ran away. Winner, winner. Chicken dinner. Anyway, like I said, the girls are doing laundry. They're going to be done here shortly. I'm going to have a beer to relax a little bit. Oh, sorry, tractor going by. There's Grandma. She's gonna go mow. So yeah, it's about 6 o'clock now, a little after 6. So when they get done, hopefully shortly, and they iron my underwear and get all that stuff put away, we're gonna take them out to dinner. And guess where we're going? There's a steak restaurant in town, not too far from here. Few minutes, called Mike's Steak Restaurant, and that's where we're gonna go because I need some red meat. Enough of the gummy bears. So subscribe, like, give us a thumbs up, and hopefully I won't have any more repair videos, but if I do, I will definitely show them to you. Enjoy the now and subscribe. We will see you later.